Here's the YouTube. So this video will show you guys how to get a debit card and a checking account through a CPN number. So once you've created your CPN, trimerge and public records with Credit Karma, you have to make sure you have a credit score. So the credit score will basically bypass the identity verification. The credit score, it don't really matter what credit score it is, you're going to have at least some credit builders or authorized users or primary trade lines. I recommend you guys add some. If you know a person that has an authorized user credit card, then ask them. Or you go through companies off Google or the ones that I recommend and add the trade lines on there. And once the trade lines are on there and you have score, you can go to Wells Fargo. There's other business you guys can apply for, like Chase and Bank of America, but my client had success through Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo will work. So once you try to make an account, make sure you use the CPN address, number, phone number, all the info. It can be linked to you. So if the CPN is on their name, make sure it's not linked to your real address or your phone number. And your email has to be separate for the verification codes. And then you have to make a security question answer. So you just, put in something random. But they will run your CPN number. And if they find that you have a score throughout every credit bureau, you're basically in there, and they will mail the debit card to your CPN address. And then right there, you will get your login. You will make the account and the account username and password. You will have access to the bank account. The bank account will have a Zelle. You can wire the funds once you get the loan or do some balance transfers. Debit card will take about 5 business days. Sometimes it could take 7 business days. Once you have your debit card, you can link it to, PayPal, Apple Pay, Cash App. If you guys get funds, you can just, use the Apple Pay method to add the funds to the card from your Apple Pay and stuff, or add money from that to, add money to the Cash App balance, PayPal balance. So this same trick applies to Chase, have a Credit Karma or Experian with the score. And then all these banks will approve you for a checking account or savings as long as you have a score. If you don't have a score, they're going to ask for extra verification stuff. And that stuff can be a hassle. They will have to ask for your ID and stuff. But when it comes to this stuff, they will ask for ID if they need to. But if they ask for ID, then you can just use your own ID. But you have to make sure the address is different. So just make a ID scan on the internet and then just upload the ID scan. But sometimes they don't ask for it. But if something's off about the CPN, then they will ask for an extra ID. Okay. But just do the ID scan or make a fake ID with the CPN address or, but the best thing to do is just to make a fake ID scan and you should be good. That'll be the only thing they'll ask for. If they do, sometimes they don't. Some other banks don't do that. So that's how this works. But keep in mind, the daily withdrawal, the Wells Fargo was $300. So if you try and get something like $2,000 a day off the ATM, just go through Bank of America. They have higher limits. So I recommend you guys do that. Wells Fargo has the lowest limit when it comes to ATM withdrawals. But you can open up as many banks as you want, honestly. You can open up like 3 accounts. You can do a Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Truist, Truist is also a good one. But yeah, so here's some recommendations. I recommend you guys add a stab trade lines to get a score. And then if you guys get the pre-built CPNs, the pre-funded already has a bank account with a debit card. So that card will be shipped to you. But it won't be under a name. So if you want it under a name, just make it yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you really just make a bank account. You just apply after having a score. If they ask for ID, just make the scan. There's actually a site where you can make a scan. If you need the website to make the ID, just text my number and I'll give it to you guys. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Visit the sites below. Subscribe. Peace out.